Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Jaguars going up against the Texans.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the... And look at this, right away a loose football, and the Texans scoop it, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Ten yards still left on second down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Lamar Miller went to Houston to be the lead running back, the featured guy, but still I think Coach Bill O'Brien might have felt he overused him a little bit in the season. His touches were way up.
Yeah, he was on pace for over 400, a lot of bumps and bruises, maybe on a little bit of a pitch count here in the early going.
Could also be the reason Houston drafted Dante Foreman out of Texas, maybe to ease the load a little bit.
And the wideout in motion. Throwing on third down, Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. Here it is, the first NFL carry for Leonard Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Play clock winding down. Again, it's Fournette. And some space here. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
On third down, Fournette across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a...
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. A first down carry now for Miller. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Watson to throw on third down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Watson on first down. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
No. Jack, Patriot.
Second down, Peterman. Well, the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... It's caught at the 10. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. They give him a gain of 38.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Now Peterman on second down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Lee. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Here's Peterman to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. For the Houston Texans as they make their way onto the field, another season for them that begins with a lot of optimism. They coming off a second straight AFC South title, finishing 9-7 3 straight years. Maybe they're hoping this year that 10 wins is a minimum for them.
10 wins and beyond, because they've got the defense to take them all the way to the Super Bowl. Number 1 in the NFL last year. Get J.J. Watt back. They drafted Deshaun Watson in the first round at quarterback. They need to shore up that position in order for them to make the run that they expect, one that could culminate in a Super Bowl appearance.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. To throw on third down. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And here is the punter, Shum, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jags getting ready to set up shop on offense. And, Charles, it's a question with them that I feel like we've asked many times before. Is this the year you think that they turn it around? They enter 2017 having missed the playoffs for a 9th consecutive year.
And until Jacksonville answers that question affirmatively with a playoff run and a playoff appearance, we keep asking that question, and rightfully so. Look, they've had excellent drafts over the last 3, 4, 5 seasons, most of that on defense. This year, they tried to hit it on offense to try and help out their young quarterback, Blake Bortles. They went with Leonard Fournette, the big runner out of LSU. Cam Robinson, the offensive tackle out of Alabama. They want to control the ball a little bit more, and they think if they can do that, play better on offense, they can make a run in the AFC South.
Now Leonard Fournette, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. From the gun on third down, Peterman. Open man is Westbrook, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Fournette, a first down carry. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it again with Fournette. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
On 2nd down, here's Peterman. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Peterman. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. He'll go with a big bank Fournette. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in Week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Underneath for Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the counter, it's Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now a first down throw, Watson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Normally when I talk about DeAndre Hopkins, I'm talking about accomplishments. In this case, I'm remembering that he lost nearly 600 yards in receiving from 2015. He had less than 1,000 last year.
Yeah, and his touchdowns dropped from 11 to 4, so now he's hoping for more consistent quarterback play. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, it's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. He juked him. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll toss it to Miller. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. In motion left, the tight end. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Jacksonville made plenty of changes in their coaching staff in the offseason, but they kept the defensive staff mainly intact. They're going to need a better payoff. They only had 7 interceptions as a group last year.
Good to get the interception there. They want plenty more of those because, as you said, a lot of cash invested on that side of the ball.
A lot of talent. They're ready to roll.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain of 39 that time. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Calais Campbell able to drop him for a loss of 4. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Watson now on second down. Flush to his right. On the run. It's caught inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Let's go.
To throw on second is Watson. The swing pass caught, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller from 21 yards away. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On first down, Peterman. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On second down, here's Fournette, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun, it's Peterman. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is knocked down from the side, right there at the 43. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now.
Play action. Now Peterman. Looking long for Westbrook. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
A handoff to Fournette, and he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Peterman caught out left side by Robinson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Green 39! Green 39!
The slot man in motion right.
Watching that, Barney!
Fournette running right. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
But there's a reason he was the first running back taken. You saw the ability there, the ability to be physical and get downhill. And how about him breaking off a nice gain there?
There's some Adrian Peterson comparisons out there now. That's high praise. Do you think that they're warranted?
Running style, very similar.
A running play now for Ivory. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Green 39! Watching that, Barney!
They'll toss it to Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Peterman now to throw on 3rd down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On first down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go!
Watson hands this to Foreman. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. And they're going to speed things up here.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they disremount themselves.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On the toss, here's Robinson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
Here's Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Denard Robinson taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's a give to Fournette. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. There's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And now out comes Houston. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Watson, off play action. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I think Jacksonville was hoping, but still it was a bit of a surprise to see Yannick Ngakoue last year. 2nd in the NFL among rookies in sacks. We just saw another one there.
Yeah, he had 8. Of course, last year a lot of the press going to Jalen Ramsey, Miles Jack, but Ngakoue continuing to put his thumbprint on this franchise. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Third and long. It's Watson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 now, Peterman. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. The pitch to Fournette, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back.
Here we go.
Second down, Peterman. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Jaguars on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Peterman. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Come on, let's go. Ohio.
Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Let's go. Let's roll.
A carry for Foreman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, time not on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
Again, it's Foreman. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Texans on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of